So what is going on, everybody? Hey, we are back at it. We got a little bit of Heartland news I wanted to report on. We've been kind of quiet about Heartland on this channel, but I'll start to update you guys a little bit more. If you guys have been following me on the main channel, that's where we've been kind of like updating everybody on what's been going on with Heartland. But hey, the good news is we did get some kind of news. I was out of... This actually came out, I want to say Friday is when I saw this, but I was in Vegas for the weekend for a small event. I'm back in town and I just landed and I was like, you know what, let me make this video. And it is live Monday morning. So hopefully you guys are having a great week. So yeah, we know Division Heartland, the official news that we've gotten has only been from Ubisoft, and they've had, I think, that alpha test. And there was actually an article on rectifygaming.com that was spread around Twitter, and I started reading into it a little bit more, and I wanted to make a video on it, but just didn't have any time. But if you look right here, it says Division Heartland playtest date scheduled for late October, Ubisoft tells. So what the article goes into and talks about, and we'll read it right now, it talks about a little bit about Division Heartland next playtest is near the end of the month. And it's kind of weird that this information is coming out like this. So I'm wondering if Ubisoft is trying to leak little information like this little by little, or if the information is just getting leaked by playtest users. Now, the author of this is Nick Moreno. And let's read the article. It says, it's now more than 2 years since the release of Massive Entertainment's The Division 2 alongside the following expansion, Warlords of New York. The game studio moves on into the next project. And then it goes on, it says, announced earlier this year, the Division is heading in a new direction for the Division Heartland. And we all knew that Division Heartland, this was announced earlier this year, along with the DLC that they are currently working on. With little is said on the project, it is understood to be a new ongoing experience to tap into the live service model for the franchise. And that's obvious. Live service games seem to be really popular, and then these kind of like battle royale survivor type games that you can use battle passes seem to be the way forward, and I like a lot of them are pretty cool, so it doesn't really bother me too much. The article continues on. It says already the Division 2 is expecting a new groundbreaking add-on later this fall. We all know that. Massive Entertainment announced previously. It says, but details are still slim on the DLC for the 2019 title. Yeah, we don't really know. I do expect us to get that DLC before the end of the year, this year. So before December, the end of the year, I would think that's when we get that DLC drop. Now, about Heartland, I don't know if that's going to be pushed till early FY 2022, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see what happens with that. It says, for an update on a Division Heartland, the promised playtest for the project is said to take place at the end of the month. And then it says, in an email from Ubisoft, it reads, register now for a chance to play an early version of Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland. Be part of the journey and make the game the best it can be by sharing your feedback and opinions. So that's where this whole talks about Division Heartland. The next playtest is near the late October. So maybe this was kind of leaked to let everybody know, hey, you know what, they're still working hard on Division Heartland. The playtests are still happening, or maybe this was just leaked by somebody and this person just reported on it. And then it continues on and it says, in more detail for the sign up of the approaching playtest, Ubisoft asks your activeness in its recent Tom Clancy releases and how much you play the Division 2. So it goes on and says, hey, are you guys playing the Division 2? How often do you play it? And so on. So additionally, it goes on to poll, if you're available the last weekend of October, would you be available for a few hours per day during 3 days between October 27th and then November 4th? So we know we won't get Heartland before the beginning of November already. So we can just, if we were thinking that we were going to get Heartland anytime, I'm thinking Heartland will most likely be pushed till January, February. Maybe we'll get it in December. Maybe we'll get a beta in late November. Maybe we'll get a beta in early December, be like a little holiday Christmas present. Maybe that's when they plan on releasing Heartland. It's really hard to know. But what we do know is now we can kind of scratch off. We're in October and we probably won't get anything for Heartland for everybody else before maybe mid-November, because if they close the beta, right, the playtest November 4th, they're not going to release something right away. So mid-November, Thanksgiving weekend, probably December, looking towards January, right, to be honest. Outside of Division with Ubisoft, Massive Entertainment now tackles a new project in different galaxy We all know that. Through a new announcement from Lucasfilms Games, the game studio is to helm a new open world RPG Star Wars title. You can read the full report, and we already knew that. And then at the very end, he asked, "Have you signed up for the new Division Heartland playtest?" So guys, I'm really thinking that this game is getting pushed probably to January, February, March. Probably around that time frame is probably when we'll see this. Obviously nothing before mid-November, even if we get an open beta, right? So even if we get an open beta or closed beta or however they want to do it, this playtest, if it ends November 4th, we probably won't get nothing till November, mid-November, early December on the hopeful side. But being more realistic, I'm thinking January, February, March, and I think that's what's gonna happen with this. I think we'll probably get the Division 2 DLC before Heartland, which kind of goes against their timeline. If we look down here, you guys saw it said Heartland first and then a Division 2 new content. I think we're gonna get the Division 2 new content first and then Division 2 Heartland, and I just think that's how it's gonna work. So, but who knows? We'll see if they continue with this track. Let me know what you guys think. When do you guys think Division Heartland ideally would have its open beta, right? Because obviously they would probably have an open beta before the full release. So ideally, when do you think we would get an open beta? I'm thinking earliest December. So that's what I think. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.